Hey, Soul Family. Welcome to Soulspire. I'm so happy that you're here with me today. And I hope that you're feeling loved, that you're feeling light, and that you're feeling limitless. And if you were called here, then there is definitely a message here for you. So let's begin. Okay, I will say that I think you've kind of been feeling a little discouraged. Um, I think you've been feeling, compared to other people. Why is your situation so difficult? Um, or maybe feeling, as though there's a competitiveness in regards to your life. And I think that you're having to fight, you're having to do things that other people don't have to do always. I feel like the energy is, why does everything have to be so hard for me? Why do I have to, go the extra mile to get the same thing done that the next person has to do? And I don't know why, some people's lives are seemingly more difficult than others, but I know it only makes you stronger, and it makes you more resilient, and it makes you have the awareness that you have the ability to overcome your circumstances. And if you look at this from a lower state of mind, then you'll get caught up in, the woe is me. Why are things like this? Why are things so difficult? Or you can look at it from a higher perspective. It's like, dang, why am I so resilient? Why does nothing break me? And it's because you're so capable. I think a lot of things that would stop someone or stop them in their tracks, doesn't occur for you. Like, you're able to overcome things that everyone else cannot. And a lot of people, we have, leaders and followers. You're a leader. I think a lot of people around you are just watchers, followers. They like to see you do all the hard work and kind of want to benefit from the things that you do. And so you do have a lot of, dead weight around you that maybe you feel like it's supporting you or they're supporting you, but in actuality, they're not. They're really just there kind of looking around while you do everything. So that could potentially really be holding you back because it's a lot of heaviness around you in regards to you having to do everything. So I really want you to take a look around you and assess, if there are, people, situations, circumstances that you may need to release because they could be holding you back. And, you don't need cheerleaders, because you are your own cheerleader. You know what you're capable of because you have been so resilient. You have been able to overcome so many circumstances. So at this point in time in your life, like, you're aware of what you're capable of. But I think you're kind of being hindered and being held back. And it's because you have this group around you that's pretty much sucking the life out of you. They're energy vampires, and they don't really care about your well-being because they're watching you when they could be helping you or providing you support within your life. And this essentially has made you be a stronger person. This has made you be a leader. This is putting you in a place to lead others, to be in the forefront. So this is where you're headed towards. I think once you're able to release some of these people that are, not really supportive of you, you'll be able to be in a more leadership position. I think within your life, mostly because a lot of your energy is going towards fighting other people's battles. You know, this heaviness that you have around you is because you dedicate a lot of energy, towards helping others, and you're needing to save some of that for yourself. I think that's why you feel so heavy in regards to your life. So, this leadership, this sovereignty, this authority that you're taking, you're putting yourself in the forefront. You're realizing that you are the star within your life, that you're the one that ultimately has the power, that you're the one that's calling the shots, that you're the one, assisting others, and you're the one that's doing all the work. And you're gonna start putting more of this work and energy towards yourself, which is going to elevate your life because you're investing more towards you and towards the things that you actually want. It's something that you want to create. You have this plan or this map as far as how you want your life to be, and you're about to start actually fulfilling it. You're changing your perspective, and you're having more authority within your life. And I do think you will be, leading others as well once you do get to that place. I think that's something that you already do. You're the kind of person that likes to help other people and be there for people, but you're putting yourself first more before you're, focusing on others. So it's this sense of balance being maintained. And, you will cut off whoever needs to be cut off. You will take shots at whoever needs shots. And meaning, if you have to tell someone, something that could be hurtful, you will. Because at this point in your life, you're just not caring anymore. You're more focused on fulfilling your life and fulfilling your life's dreams and creating, and this fire that's within you, that's within your core, it's pushing you towards a new direction, and you can't ignore it anymore. You even if you wanted to, it would make you miserable because it's this feeling within your gut that there's something more to your life, and you have to figure this out, and that it's going to be you to do it, because in the past you've always had to make things work. You've always had to be the one putting in the effort and energy, and I think people typically like to use you and siphon, your energy. But again, you're investing your energy towards yourself. Okay, that's what you're going towards. And this is going to change your life. This is going to put you in a whole new direction because you are cutting yourself off from these type of people, these type of circumstances that box you in, that cage you in to be feeling trapped as though you need to help them and assist them. You're blocking these things out of your life. And I mean, I hope that it can be long term. We know that, when we do these kind of things, they never just go away. They temporarily, are gone. So just know they will try to pop back up in your life, or, come back and act as if they're changed. But you're blocking these things off. You're moving away from these things. And I think it's been something that has really held you down and blocked you a lot within your life, but you've had some kind of epiphany. You've had some kind of awareness that you have to let go, that you have to release these things and get away from them in order for your life to go in a better direction. And that's where you're going. You're done with being in the dark. You're done with the down days. You're going towards more happiness, more fulfillment, more peace. And you're learning to be grounded and to be more appreciative of your circumstances. And so things are going to change, and you're going towards, brighter days essentially, and less heaviness within your life due to other people's, opinions or situations and circumstances that they kind of pull you into. And believe it or not, you're going to be celebrating more and having more people in your life that do support you, that have similar beliefs, that have similar values, that operate more on a higher vibration, which is going to be exciting for you, that there's actually other people that have similar views as you, that celebrate life in the same way as you, that are more positive and not, soul sucking like the people that you've had around you, for so long. So you're going towards more relationships that are positive, that are appreciative, that are like a sisterhood or a brotherhood, that really share the same beliefs as you. So you're doing some kind of transitioning, where you're living more free and living more open and being more true to who you are and not caring what anyone thinks. And the people that are going to be coming in also have these same kind of views. So you guys are, really connected, and they're going to support you. And this also has to do with the people who are supportive of you also. They will be there. Not everyone within your life is, a energy vampire or a negative energy. You have people that are supportive of you too, and you will be spending more time with those relationships. And again, more people will also be coming in. So you're going to just be having more support, which is the change for you, because the people who have been around you have been pretty much fake, but you're moving away from those fake type of relationships. And you're going towards just more self-fulfillment. You're going towards the things that have been a part of you since you were a young person. The small things that make you happy, that make you feel good. You're going towards peace, and you're seeing that it doesn't take all of these things that society has told us that we need to be happy. So you're really changing your mindset in regards to that. I think the small, minute things within your life are bringing you a lot more happiness, a lot more joy, a lot more peace just within your life. And you're being more sustainable, self-sufficient within your own self and what you're capable of. And it's just like you're kind of re-raising yourself and changing your mindset and clearing, past beliefs and programs that have been placed on you. You're really doing a lot of self-work from your development, your early development as a child. You're nurturing your inner child and taking care of yourself more and appreciating yourself more, and just the simpler things in life. You're really just more appreciative and balanced and seeing the beauty in the small things that are occurring, within your life. Let's see what else. So you have, wow, Jesus and Mother Mary. So I can already tell this has to do with, religion and family relationships, maybe also intimate relationships. This has to do with core things within our life that have really been programmed within us. And you're needing to forgive. You're needing to let go. The people, they didn't know better. You can't really blame them for what they have placed upon you or the way that they are, because they continued the cycle. A lot of people don't even realize what they're doing because they just live on autopilot and they're not aware of the trauma that they cause or the issues that they cause by the things that they do. They could also have, negative entities and things attached to them. So, Master Jesus wants you to forgive. Don't, allow these people and you stepping away from them to be something that turns bitter within your life. Continue to love these people from afar. It doesn't mean that you have to have them in your life. It just means that you don't have this negativity holding you down, this dead weight, because they are already dead weight. But don't allow them to continue to be dead weight as you transition towards your life of being free from these negative people, okay? Forgive them. Okay, but it doesn't mean that you have to have them around communicating with them. You do what's best for you, but make sure that you have forgiveness in your heart, okay? You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. So, Master Jesus says that, you have the support and forgive, okay? Then Mother Mary, love and peace. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. So, family, family, family. Religion are big, things showing up right now. The mother, the father, forgive. Allow yourself to heal. This is going to allow more love in your life, more peace, being more present, being more open as far as your life and your circumstances. So don't allow these things to cause you to be bitter, okay? And you have the inner strength. Like I mentioned, you are someone that always is able to make things happen. You know that you have the inner strength. You know that you can do this. Whatever you set your mind out to do, you're able to. So move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power, and you most certainly do. And when you recognize, your life will change as a result, because you won't make the same choices. You won't operate from a place of having to have someone's okay or someone's validation that you're doing the right thing. You already know what's right for you. You don't need anyone's approval, okay? And you have Freya, phases and cycles. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. Now, there is a beginning with every ending. As I mentioned, you letting these people go is creating a new path for you. So, a beginning with every ending. Although there has to be dark times, there will be bright times as a result. So, you remember that. You're beginning a new phase, a new cycle within your life, one that you don't know where you're headed, but you do know what you have to let go. So just be open to those changes, releasing and allowing things to reveal naturally, okay? Then you have Krishna, devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. So no matter what, if they're not providing you support, if your mother, your father, your family, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, husband, wife, whoever, sister, brother, stop relying on them to show you that they love you. You need to love yourself unconditionally, okay? Continue your self-love journey. You will be rewarded by the Most High, because that is the hardest thing that we can do in this life, is to truly love ourselves. I know that seems just kind of so easy, and people say that they do love themselves, but their actions and the things that they do show otherwise. So when you truly begin to love yourself, you won't allow these people to continue to hold you back, to use you, to do things that aren't in your best. You just won't allow it, okay? And it all begins with you loving yourself. And the Most High loves you regardless. So trust that you are spiritually attuned, that you are making the best decisions for yourself. And it's time to stop worrying about other people, okay? And focus on yourself and your new journey. And I wish you so much love and light. And you take care.